All right, guys, welcome back to the Touchline Podcast, League Talk Edition. You're new here, hit that like button, hit subscribe and comment down below. We got a special guest on today. We got Mr. Luke Abud. Luke, how are you, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, brother. We had to get one of the boys on, you know. We wanted to get Emilio on. Too bad Emilio's sick.
Yeah, he's sick.
But yeah, man, we got Roosters' second biggest fan behind Hainsey. Shout out Hainsey, bro. No. True biggest, one of the biggest Rooster supporters. You find him in the chook pen, him and Hainsey. You know, he's beating on the drum all night. Man, mad respect for what you boys do, you know, in that chook pen.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
bro, of course,
big
of
game
course.
this week. We'll get into
Massive
that very
game,
soon.
massive game.
Some big games this week. Defining games actually.
Yeah.
But we'll start off with the first game.
First game we got Brisbane and Melbourne Storm.
I'll go Melbourne. They got their full lineup back in. Pappenhausen's out. Broncos after that terrible defeat against Dolphins, they're not winning at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Melbourne.
Yeah,
Melbourne easy.
Yeah, Melbourne as well.
I wish I could say Broncos, bro. Like if this was last year Broncos, bro, I swear to God, this would be like a great game.
Yeah.
Like it is a great game. It should be a great game, but
Well,
fuck, man, I gotta go
They
Melbourne.
did play in the last final round.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who won? Was it Broncos? Or Melbourne
think it was
won.
Melbourne,
won, and
yeah.
the Broncos didn't get the minor premiers.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah.
Do better, Brisbane, bro. I swear to God.
Luke, what do you reckon? Who's winning?
I reckon Melbourne. I checked the lineup earlier. Hughes is back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
back.
Pretty much everyone's back. I know Pappenhausen's out, but they got a strong lineup on paper.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, I'm going Melbourne as well. And the special guest for today is Pro Enzo Vids. We met him at the game against Manly on Friday.
Shout out Enzo.
Great guy, passionate fan for Manly, man. And yeah, shout out to what he does on his channel. Yeah, so he's the special guest and he's going Melbourne. Next game.
Next game we got the wooden spoon game. That's what I'm gonna
Spoon
call
ball.
it. The wooden spoon
No,
hole.
it's the spoon ball.
Oh, spoon ball. Okay.
That's what they're calling
So you got Tigers and Parramatta.
Bro, that's sold out, yeah?
I think
That's
will
at
be
Camp.
sold
No,
out.
it is sold
It's at
out.
Campbelltown Sports.
But it is sold out. They
Yeah, I
announced
know.
it sold out, man. Bro, like it's gonna be.
Who are you gonna tip in?
It's gonna be a great game.
Who you gonna
I'm
tip?
tipping. Who did I tip? I'm tipping Tigers to win.
I'm sticking with Tigers as well.
Yeah.
I think Tigers will escape that wooden spoon. I think Parramatta is gonna
Give it
pop
to Para, bro. Fucking.
Yeah, I think
give
it's
it to him,
Parramatta's
brother.
year
Give it
this
to
year
him.
for the wooden spoon.
I tipped the Eels. I'd like to see him get the spoon, but I think Tigers. Yeah,
I
they'll
think
get it again.
Tigers at home.
Do you think Tigers will get again?
Yeah.
Oh, so Eels will win.
Doubt it, bro.
I'm going Tigers. I think they're at home. Their fans are going to be up for it. And I think Benji Marshall will like motivate them because I'm telling you, they don't want to get back to back wooden spoon.
If
They'll be an
if
embarrassment.
anyone deserves the wooden spoon, it isn't Tigers this year. I promise
think
you.
it's Parramatta.
It's Parramatta. In 2 years from a grand final to the bottom of the ladder, they deserve every single bit of that wooden spoon.
Yeah, I'm going Tigers. Something in me is saying this is going to be a dramatic win, like
Yeah.
a golden point win, and they win it. So yeah, I think Tigers get this. Pro
got-
Enzo Edits is also going for Tigers.
It's got more hype.
Yeah,
More
it
hype
does.
than the grand final, I'll
Yeah,
tell
it
you.
does.
Or the final series.
Well, next game at 8 o'clock, we got the Bunnies and Roosters.
The big
I'm going to
game.
say Roosters 14 plus. I think it's going to be a big defeat. I'm being honest with you.
Big defeat for Bunnies.
On the field or
For
off
Bun-
the field?
Both ways. Both. I'm saying Roosters to beat Souths 14
we'll
plus,
give
man.
Altis
I hope
before-
they pump them.
I hope so.
We'll
man.
give Altis before we'll let Luke take the
Yeah.
spotlight. Sorry, Luke, but I'm going Yeah, Rabbitohs.
Uh,
look, I'm going to say sorry. I think Rabbitohs, just for the fact that I think they have nothing to lose, and I think with the injuries Roosters have, it might just affect them mentally. So I'm going to go Rabbitohs, but I think
How dare you, bro? Luke's sitting right
I'm
there.
sorry.
Bro, that hurts.
I think I'm going to go Rabbitohs this
No. You gotta go. You gotta go
hurts,
chooks. You
bro.
gotta go for the chook. I'm not because I'm scared Luke might do
Yeah.
something to me. But bro, I'm telling you, Roosters are gonna take this all day.
Yeah, the big
They're angry, bro.
They're
They
big-
just lost
yeah.
three of their biggest players. You think they're not gonna go? They're not gonna go all out. They're gonna win this game, bro, because they're taking it.
Remember last year we played South in the last round,
Yeah.
and I remember the night before, Tupou got ruled out. I think Manu was ruled out. There was a couple of players ruled out for that game, and we had to win that game to make the 8.
Bloody
won
oath, bro.
comfortably.
We had like 4 or 5 players out, and we came out, bro. Like South were heavy favourites, and we came out and put on a good score.
Well,
on
what are
them.
your thoughts on the injuries that happened?
Man, it's hard. I was at the game on Sunday, and just one after the other. Like Sam Walker's been so good for us all year. So has the Cheese, and I think I saw something about Radley. He could be back for finals.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh,
He
you
might
see-
do a Cooper
I saw
Cronk.
that,
He
yeah.
might do a Cooper Cronk.
Oh,
Yeah, I
and
heard that, yeah.
Wait until finals play. But yeah, big loss without Sammy. But Sandon Smith, he's good, man. He played against South round 3, and that's when we.
But
pumped
talk
him on
about
the
bad luck, bro.
That's bad.
2 ACL injuries in one game. Like, bro, how you bro? Like, I don't know how you're still sane,
Man, 12 ACLs in the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I saw that. That's bad.
bro. Like, surely, like the footy gods would have spaced those injuries out in one game. Brandon Smith falls down, and Sam Walker.
Sam Walker's got to be the biggest one when he was when he was chasing as well, like to go for that ball, but he missed it. But then he was in that wrong position and torn his ACL. That was the worst when I saw it on live television. And Brandon Smith as well, that hip drop tackle
Whitehead.
when Elliot Whitehead like hit him right in the head too. Like that was
and
horrible.
you see, that's where it comes in with the Melbourne incident last week, how people had problems with them resting. You rest your players, they're free of injury, you know? So that's why, like, you know, resting players at this end of the season is very important.
You know, I take back what I said about that Storm game.
Yeah, it's so important.
Because I was saying, Luke, I was saying about Storm were like wrong for resting their players, their best players, because they want, like, they should give the fans what they want and what they deserve. And yeah, Pappenhausen ended up getting injured.
Yeah.
But after what I saw at the Roosters game, yeah, man, I'll take it back.
Pro Enzo Edits is also going for Roosters. Next game.
Well, next game we got Dragons and Canberra Raiders. I'm going to say Dragons because they actually came back against Parramatta. I didn't see that coming after like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They actually won that second half, technically. Parramatta, they did win the first half.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, it
for
was
Parramatta.
embarrassing, but I thought Dragons had it in them.
Yeah.
I thought they had it. But with with Canberra, they just got lucky against Roosters. It was a lucky win for them.
What, was it lucky against Penrith too?
What is it?
I mean, was it a lucky game against Penrith too? Like, they beat two of the biggest, arguably
Biggest,
the biggest
team.
threats in
Yeah, I
the
know.
competition this year. So, bro, you got to tip Raiders this round. You have to,
I'm
bro.
sticking with Dragons. I'm going to stay with Dragons.
Who you
to
going,
win it.
boys?
Dragons.
I'm tipping the Raiders.
Yeah, fair enough.
They
Good
look
on
good.
you.
They played fair and square on Sunday. I got to admit. Same as the week before against Penrith. I think they got it in the bag this week.
Bro, that's some great shit on their resume,
It is,
man.
yeah.
Panthers and Roosters.
Yeah, Raiders
Consecutive weeks.
Raiders are not like Raiders have that in them, but just this year they've been struggling to show that. But yeah, they can upset the big teams, and they did against Panthers and Roosters, and who knows, they could get the win again.
I'm going Dragons.
Yeah, I'm going Dragons.
I think Shane Flanagan, his press conference, man, he wasn't happy, and he left straight away, like a few minutes into his press conference, and yeah, I think he's gonna really get the players going. And who knows, man? Sports are a weird game. Anything can happen. I think it's very unlikely they'll get the top 8, but a draw is what they need. I know it's very unlikely, but anything can happen, man. And you look at Dolphins and Knights; they're gonna be both two teams fighting, and it's gonna be very hard to get a win. So I think Dragons will get the win. Next game.
Next game we got Dogs versus Cowboys.
This is who you got around this week. Bill, you got your bold prediction, right?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, that was a very good.
I'm telling you, I'm Mystic Mac. I've been saying it, bro. That's like 3 predictions.
That's
3 overall.
Seasons. Yeah, so his bold prediction
What can I say? I predict these
what was your bold
things.
prediction? It was either
A score,
either team to score in the first minute of kickoff. Dylan Brown scored in the second half on the 40th, 58th second.
Like 2 seconds
So he
to
just
go,
made
bro.
it. So he got it right.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
I saw it. I'm from the future, bro.
Yeah, so
I think we should call him the King now, King Bill.
Nah, call me Mystic Mac.
Mystic Mac?
Mystic Bill or something, bro.
okay, yeah, so score predictions. Now, I'm going to go, look, the only reason I'm going big score here is because if we want any chance of top 4, we need to smash rate Cowboys and then hopefully Manny smash the Sharks. So I'm going 38-0 Bulldogs.
38
Just for the fact that we need to win big.
Nah,
So
bro. You're thinking with your heart, bro.
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking with my heart this round for the scoreboard.
Well, clearly not going to win.
Who knows? You
Yeah,
never
it's going to be
know.
hard. It's going to be a
38-0,
hard
man.
game, bro. It's going to be
We
very
thought
hard.
That Parrell scored 44 points on Dragons.
Okay, but 38-0.
You never know.
I don't know. I'm going to say Cowboys 24-16.
Yeah, you're going Cowboys win.
24-16.
Okay. He's going on.
Okay,
How many Bill?
I'm going 28-16 Bulldogs to win.
I'm going 32-10.
What do you reckon, Luke? What would your score prediction be?
I'm going Cowboys 24-22.
Oh, Cowboys win.
I reckon it's going to go extra time.
You know we're all Doggies
Okay,
fans,
yeah.
Boy,
yeah?
field goal.
You know we're all Doggies fans, yeah?
I just want to play you guys week 2.
Fair
It's
enough.
fair now. We tip Rabbitohs, you tip Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
Yeah, he did it on purpose, yeah?
Next game. So not
Next game. Anytime try
try
score.
scorer.
Cole Felt.
Cole Felt.
Yeah.
I went Critter.
Critter. I went. Put you
I
on
went
first.
Josh Adokar.
I went Kikau. That's what I went. Who do you reckon? Anytime.
I'm going Bronson Sherry.
Oh, he's up.
Nah, he's out.
He's
He's
not-
out.
oh,
Yeah.
Because he got suspended. That's
Yeah, I had him
Yeah.
anytime, but then I took him off because I realised.
I'd put Crichton in.
Crichton?
I reckon
Yeah,
Crichton,
Crichton.
he's going to be back. He'll come out strong after a loss last week.
Yeah. Okay. First try scorer.
I'm going to say Valentine Holmes.
Okay. Yeah.
Valentine Holmes.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went Phil.
I went Valentine. Not Valentine. I went Jacob Kiraz.
I'm going.
Cuddles.
I'm going Kikau.
Kikau, what do you reckon?
I reckon it's going to be a forward, like one of the forwards.
Yeah.
I reckon for the Cowboys, though, maybe Cotter.
Cotter?
Yeah.
Okay,
Cotter,
yeah,
I
that's a
reckon
good shout.
he'll get over the line.
Yeah. Man of the match.
Scott Drinkwater.
Okay.
I went the Cuddles. Jacob Carraz.
I went Jacob.
How about the song about how they made it? The Ace Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob
That was so funny, bro.
Right,
Because he even did it with the other
I
car.
saw it. It was so funny, that song.
I'm also going Jacob Kiraz.
Yeah, I'm going Jacob Preston.
Preston, oh.
Yeah, who
nice
do you
one.
who do you think man of the
I
match?
reckon
for Cowboys?
Valentine Holmes.
Holmes?
Valentine Holmes,
He's
I
been
reckon
in
he'll have a
form
good
lately.
game.
He's been smashing it lately.
Yeah, nah.
He'll
And
play good at the Dragons next
Yeah,
year.
he'll be a
looking
very
good.
good.
Just keep him away from the white powder.
And Latrell.
Finally, bold prediction.
I'm saying Cowboys to put 2 late tries to win the game.
Boring.
I
Did that
went-
last week.
Yeah, I know he did, eh? So you just copy and
Got
pasted.
lazy.
I went to, for Cuddles to get a hat trick.
So Jack Kyrgios have a masterclass.
Yeah.
I'm going Fox intercept try.
Bold prediction. I'm going Bulldogs not to concede a try in the first half.
I mean, no, we do concede in the first half, yeah.
We do, but I just
The second
think
half we
after
don't.
that performance, they're not going to concede.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
valid
so,
one.
yeah.
It's valid.
Luke,
Can
what
my
would-
bold prediction be Sutton making it a controversial
Guys,
game?
wait. Hold on, bro. We didn't talk about... Brother. Good thing he brings it up. Jared
No,
Sutton's reffing this game,
I
yeah?
know.
Team list dropped today. You saw
was
my
about-
reaction on the chat. Bro, like, surely they did that on purpose, yeah?
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
no, let's
I
get
think
this
it is
straight.
on purpose.
Because surely, bro.
100%.
First, he was in the bunker last week,
Yeah.
playing with his dick. This week, now he's reffing. He's an on-field referee, bro. Like, we need to win this game. If we lose, we go 7th.
I know. Well, technically, you had Ashley Klein last week. And now you got bloody, what's his name, Sutton. That's going to be 10 times worse, okay? He's going to cost us the game again.
But we need to win. It's
I
not like
know,
we can't
it's
afford
important.
to lose,
I know,
bro.
I know.
And like, you know, what's our record with him? 15 out of
We've
17
had
games.
bad records with him.
15 out of 17,
Yeah.
bro.
15,
like
yeah.
surely, please cut it right down the middle, man. Call it the way it is. But I hate calling bullshit with the ref, bro. Like, I hate to be that lebo. But
Yeah,
bro,
but it's
like
true. It just-
with Sutton, it's a known fact.
But,
Yeah.
But you saw how his performance, like with us every time, with Dogs Scouts, with who else? Dogs Canberra game, Dogs Cowboys. You name every team that he's refed our game, he's always like against us. I mean,
And, bro, you're right. That's why I'm angry. That's why every single
That's what
Dogs fan's
frustrates
angry.
me. That's why he needs to be smart. So, like the last game of the season, if he doesn't do something smart, like if he's not
you
going
gonna
to
do
do his
something?
job properly,
You're gonna do
technically, bro. He's,
And
he's
another-
still my wanted list. That's what I'm just letting you know.
But let me guess, who's in the bunker? Is it Ashley Klein this time?
Probably swap.
Did they swap around? Fuck, man, bro.
Yeah,
he's just
it's a
fine.
joke. No, but
Business.
look, as much as we need to get the job done ourselves, again, history speaks for itself. And every time Sutton is the ref, things don't go the way we want it to go. And it's just hopefully it doesn't happen this week because
Hopefully,
it's such
man.
an important game. Because if we lose, we can potentially be having an away game for final
Don't
season.
want
And we
that,
don't want
man.
that, man.
Don't
And
want it.
just hopefully everything goes well. Next game,
Next game,
Panthers.
we got Penrith and Titans.
Easy, Penrith.
Panthers.
Penrith.
I want the
19
ups-
plus.
I want the upset. I want
Yeah,
I
'cause-
want the home final, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair
I want
enough.
to bring
yeah.
it back home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need the high
So
five. So you got Titans?
I reckon Penrith will win, but I'd like an upset.
Yeah.
I'm going Panthers, and of course, our special guest is also going Penrith. Last 2 games.
Next game, we got the Battle of the 8, Newcastle versus Dolphins.
The battle of
Yeah,
the
you
eight.
missed one. You missed one. Manly and Sharks.
Oh, Manly Sharks, sorry. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
apologies.
yeah.
I was gonna say
Manly
Battle of
versus
the
Sharks.
So battle of the eight.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I screwed up. It's Ada. Yeah, what do you use?
Manly Sharks boys.
Manly. I think again, Bulldogs need to win big, and Manly need to win big. So
You really thought with your heart.
I'm going Manly. Yeah.
I'm sick with Sharks.
Yeah, Sharks.
Sharks will win.
Yeah, especially after losing against Warriors, they'll bounce back.
I reckon it'll be a close game, but I reckon Manly will get over the line.
Yeah, fair enough.
Personally, I think Manly will get the win. I think Sharks, they're in a comfortable position to get top 4, and I think there's not a lot of pressure on them. I think they just need to put a good fight, but I just feel Manly have that edge and that
That home-
Well,
that
where they're
home
playing,
advantage.
they're playing a-
Yeah,
playing
Yeah,
a
I
home.
think
tough.
that will get them over the line this week. So I'm
Yeah.
going Manly. Last 2 games, the top 8, as Anthony said.
Now you can say what you said.
Yeah,
before.
now I said the
what did
Battle
they not-
of the 8 position.
He wanted a nice little tag before he said the
So you
teams.
got Newcastle and what's the name?
Dolphins. Newcastle have been in hot form. They've been playing
Yeah.
good, but I think Dolphins end it. Dolphins go top 8.
What do you reckon, Bill? It's hard.
Yeah,
it's a hard one,
I'm
man.
going Dolphins. But what a game! Like Think
last
about
week
the
against Brisbane.
matchmakers at the start of the year. Like, who would have knew like that was? Who would have known like that was going to be a top 8 eliminator?
This was exactly like last year, Roosters and Souths. The last
Yeah.
round was for the top.
Oh,
8.
was it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
same.
right. Fuck
Wow.
me. It's like that. It's like that, bro. If you want to raise an argument about scripting NRL, man, there you go. That's your evidence.
That's it.
Who knows, bro?
But what about the game, Dolphins and Brisbane? Like, you saw all the tries double from what's that? Jake Averillo, Jermaine Asako.
Yeah, they're too strong.
Right, they were
Bennett's
just too
Dolphins getting over the line, man.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be hard.
It wasn't done, Shop.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be hard. But I don't know. This is going to be a hard game. This is actually going to be a very hard game. I don't know.
Dolphins deserve top eight.
I think it's going to be Newcastle, bro. I think Newcastle are going to upset Dolphins, pretty much. So,
I'm going Dolphins. I think, like Sammy said, I think they deserve it more than Newcastle Knights. They've spent majority of the season in top 8 this year. Knights, they started slow, very inconsistent. I think with that positional switch, position switch. From that position switch from centre to 5'8", it really helped them last week, so I'm going Dolphins.
Okay.
Special guest is also going Dolphins as well.
What did Luke? Did you say
I reckon
Dolphins?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I reckon
Okay.
Newcastle win. Bradman Best came back last week, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he looked good as well. I reckon you'll have a big game this week.
Yeah, and Ponga's playing good. Dan Gauga's been good.
It's always nice. I don't know them at the end of the season. They turn into prime Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone thought they'd finish higher at the start of the season, but they're still battling for the 8.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a wrap-up to the round 27 tips.
Last
and final
round.
tips
Fuck.
before we head into the finals.
Guys, I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. We've teamed up with Sports Heads.
They're a great company that cut up faces of NRL players across the league. You might have seen them at stadiums. They're the big heads that fans hold up in the air.
Make sure you use the discount code TLP10.
buy one and you'll get 10% off.
Back to the pod.
Bro, this whole season went by flying.
It
I
did.
say it every year, man.
Always does it.
Bro, it always does, man. Look,
Always
bro,
flies.
I feel like yesterday was round 1. But yeah. Let's get straight into. I need to ask you, Luke. Is your Roosters premiership hopes done? We just talked about it with the injuries and whatnot. But bro, like I'm gonna be blatant with you. Is it done?
Never give up, man. I reckon we're still not gonna give up.
Yeah.
Robbo always believes in the boys. We got a good development squad coming through. Sandon Smith's playing halves this week. We got a couple of the boys making the debut. I reckon we'll turn it around this week. We'll show the NIL we're not giving up.
Well,
Right.
there's still threats. They got Tedesco, they got Manu, Crichton.
They don't
Young,
got
Kiri.
Smith. They don't
They don't
got.
have Smith, but I still think they can
Connor
cope.
Watson's just as good though.
Yeah,
he-
Connor
is-
Watson's
I reckon,
actually very,
I reckon
very good.
Connor Watson's been better this year at hooker than Brendan Smith has.
Is he playing?
That's right, yeah.
He's playing, yeah.
Because
yeah,
wasn't
he's
he injured for a bit?
No,
Oh, he
he's
wasn't. Okay,
playing.
yeah. So they've still got a good team, and you can't say Roosters are done. Yes, Sam Smith's such a big player.
Yeah.
I don't think Brandon Smith is a big loss because I don't think he's where he has so much potential.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's hit where he can be. Connor Watson, I think, is a better player than him.
Yeah.
So I think Roosters are still in the title picture.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
They're still going to win regardless, but like with the injuries that affected them on the weekend as well, like how you said, how Walker suffered a ACL, and plus Brandon Smith suffered a MCL damage. Okay,
It's an ACL now.
ACL.
yeah, it's an ACL as well, so
Both ACLs.
that's bad.
And
And
Victor
Victor Radley clutching his shoulder as well.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll save him for the finals. Hopefully, if he does
Probably
return.
like a theory, saving
but-
I doubt it,
Yeah.
bro.
But I do want to talk about the controversial about Elliot Whitehead and Trent
Oh, yeah,
Robinson.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they said, Elliot Whitehead, said about the drama with Trent Robinson. He said he didn't mean to about what happened with Brendan Smith. They're saying about the what's wrong?
nothing. Yeah, continue.
No, like he's trying to apologise to Trent Robinson, but then Trent Robinson let him go, and he wouldn't accept the apology. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Nah, man, he's full of shit. I'm
No,
telling
no.
you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Elliot Whitehead, how many times has he done the hip drop?
He's done it a lot.
He's done it so many times. And
heaps,
Robert
some
said in the
heaps.
press conference, and the guy's a dog, mate, on the field. They call Hargo's a dog. Elliot Whitehead.
I agree with Robertson, man, because
Yeah.
we've seen a history of Elliot Whitehead doing those sort of tackles. And not only that, he's the sort of player that always complains every single week to the refs, calls don't go against him. And what he has done this week is unacceptable, man.
That's
And
right.
It's maybe cost your season. if
Yeah,
there's injuries.
but
that's what I'm
but
saying.
when someone's offering their hand, trying to say sorry, bro, like you got to accept
Of course,
the
you have
apology.
to accept it.
But that's why I'm sorry, Luke. I'm gonna differ here, bro. with the whole controversy around Elliot Whitehead, he didn't do it on purpose, bro. No one wants to purposely injure
Yeah,
a
he
player.
didn't do it on purpose,
So if
but it's
someone's
in his
coming
game.
up to you saying, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry for what I did," like a man. Like he could easily go back to the sheds and say "fuck you," but I don't care. It is what it was. But he went up to Robbo like a man and said, "Look, bro, I'm sorry for what happened." And Robbo, shunned him the other way. So I feel like you can see it both ways. Okay, you just took out one of the best players in your team, and you might have cost you guys a season.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, man, it's just you got to put that aside and see it for what it is. This guy's is saying sorry to you.
Yeah,
so that's how I see it, bro.
As you said, like doesn't want to hurt him on purpose, but it's in his game. So
It is in his game, and he has to eliminate it from his game.
Yeah.
But that situation
Yeah,
alone, I know a lot of journalists were saying the other way. They're saying, "Oh, bro, like it's justified and whatever for him not to accept apology." But I feel like he should have accepted it. That should have been the right move.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But it is what it is.
I thought you were
No,
gonna
I
say
wasn't
something.
saying that.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
but with the whole Roosters premiership hopes, I think it's done for you guys.
No, I don't think so.
I think it is,
Look,
man.
there's still hope. There's still hope for Roosters. Look, I know they lost the two biggest players, especially Sam Walker. He's the highlight.
But
He's been one of the
I'm
best.
telling you, Brandon Smith isn't as big as a loss as people think.
Yeah,
No,
true.
but I'm saying Sam Walker's the
Sam
biggest.
Sam
one.
Walker's
Sam
the
Walker
biggest.
has effect.
But
like,
I
literally.
you can't just forget about Tedesco, Manu, Crichton. They got
Suwali,
Connor Watson, Suwali.
yeah.
They got a good team,
Look,
bro.
man,
but I've got an
last year-
option. Has Joseph Manu played 5'8" before?
Don't want him there.
No,
he
he's
played
not
last
good.
year, and that's the
didn't work.
reason we made it took us to the end of the year to make the A.
Okay.
Robbo put Manu in the half since Magic Round. I think it was a week or two before Magic Round.
It didn't work.
He had him at Magic Round while he dropped Walker for about a month or two, and we lost pretty much every game.
Well, so
We
that
were
didn't
shocking.
go to plan.
Yeah.
Him. And he was in the halves on Sunday night, and he kept hogging the ball. I love him as a player, but he's not a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to stay in the centres.
For me, I think the season isn't over yet. I think even with those three big injuries, I still think there's hope. You've got a massive forward pack, man, and I think that can really help you get through to the finals this year. Crichton, one of the best edges in the game this year. You've got Tedesco, probably one of the best fullbacks this year.
But who's
So-
the one calling the shots? Sam
Yeah,
Walker.
Sam
That's what I'm
Walker,
saying,
of
man.
course,
What if
yeah.
you come against
Q's
the?
going to be taking over that.
Yeah,
now.
true.
And
He better show up.
Kiri's won the premiership.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
what it is, so he has that experience. And I think, yes, it's a big miss, but I think people may be overreacting because Roosters they can do it. They can do it.
They can still get the job done.
Yeah.
regardless.
Man,
They
look at
will.
last year what happened. We made the A. We just made the A, and we had all the players we had out when we played Cronulla in the elimination final.
Yeah.
We had Teddy out. There was about 5 of our backs out due to like HIAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
and
concussion
injuries.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
4 players. Then everyone's like, "Oh, you get pumped by Melbourne." We went to Melbourne. We just lost in the last minute, man, and we had pretty much a big grade team in.
Yeah.
So like, after seeing that last year, I can't say our season's over.
Yeah, look, hopefully, honestly, man, I know we're all Dogs fans. When I saw those injuries, I was gut wrenched, bro. And I'm not even a Roosters fan. And you guys, you could face us and, knock us out and whatever. You're a threat to us. But at the same time, I feel so bad, bro. Because, think about it. You guys, the fans, players, putting that, blood, sweat, and tears into these games. Getting you guys in the top 4, fighting for that second spot. And for all that to go in one game, bro, I feel for you guys, man.
You got to remember, finals is finals. I remember Bulldogs in 14. We came 7th and made it. So these guys are 3rd, potentially 2nd.
Bro,
can go anywhere.
it's I don't know how you're coping right now, bro. I swear to God, if that was the Dogs, man, I wouldn't be on this podcast tonight, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm barely alive.
I could imagine Hainsey, But Hainsey must have been
So
going
he
crazy
snores,
out
he
there.
looks sounds upset, riding.
Yeah.
He's getting
Won't give up.
counselling.
What about that last minute try the other day?
Oh,
I think
man.
Luke Keary rushed it.
Man, that was crazy. I was like, no way we're gonna score. And all the September fans that turned up, they started cheering nice and early. Oh yeah, we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Wait for Keary to kick the goal.
He rushed
I
it.
knew deep down, Keary's like our 4th in line to go for the goal kicking. I knew deep down, but I wasn't gonna be upset about the loss.
Yeah.
All Roosters fans were upset about the true Roosters fans were upset about the injuries.
Injuries more.
Well, you mentioned September fans. Now let's talk about those September fans, those so-called bandwagon fans.
Yes.
Honestly, I made a video about the Doggies bandwagon fans leaving at the half an hour to go in the second half, and that pissed me off, pissed a lot of Doggies fans off. Now I know you guys got those September fans, bandwagon fans
Man,
too.
we get them every year.
Do they get too much hate? Do the bandwagon fans get too much hate?
Look, what happened at Bulldogs, leave 10 minutes, leave 5 minutes early, it's fine because the
Yeah.
game's done. Look what happened at the Eels game, Dragons. Dragons almost made one of the biggest comebacks in NRL history. From 44 to what, like 16 or something?
10
Was
or
that?
They came out
44
of
to
nowhere,
10. They almost made in the last 10 minutes. And that also takes me back to 2010 Tigers and Para made 5 tries like the Dragons in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We had Bulldogs fans leaving 10 minutes into the second
half an
half,
hour- half
when
an
we're
hour,
only down
actually.
by 16 points. That Dragons is the best example of to always say right to the end because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly, yeah. But
Exactly, bro. But like, do you think they get the hate they deserve, or should we hate less on those bandwagon fans?
No, I think, look, there's some fans that aren't footy fans. They come, they come to see the team win when they're winning. Fair enough. But there's some that are footy fans. They stop watching because they're losing. But once they start winning, they come back
Yeah.
and watch it. These are the ones that deserve hate.
Yeah.
Because don't call yourself a fan when you're only watching them when they're winning.
So it's
and it's
justified.
not that too, and it's just all attention as well. They just come, they just want to bring their like. I don't want to be like rude or be disrespectful or anything, but it is true because they bring their drums and they just want attention and seeking as well at the same time. And then they leave the stadium and they keep playing the drums and that. I understand that, but if you're a true passionate Bulldog supporter or a Dragon supporter or whoever club that you support, you should stay with them through thick and thin. Win, loss, or draw. It does not matter. We were there from the beginning to the end of the game. Okay? I've been a Bulldogs fan all my life. I think you've all been Bulldogs fans all your life.
You think?
Luke, I'm saying Luke has been a Roosters fan all his life
I've been
too.
a Para fan.
My point is, stick with your club. Doesn't
Bloody
matter whatever the result it is. Win, loss, or draw. First place, last place, it doesn't matter. Stay with your club. If you don't want to support the club, don't come to the stadium. Don't waste your time.
100%.
No, I'm being serious.
What do you think, Luke?
Man, it's big in the Roosters too, the Roosters fan base. Sunday night, we scored at the end. With 5 minutes to go, all the fans were leaving, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 10 minutes to go. And like, they just come out of nowhere.
It's
It's
upsetting,
true,
man.
we got
It's up-
September fans.
It's up. I think look no further than the Penrith Panthers, man.
Yeah.
Look at all those September fans. I remember last year we made a video about, I don't know what we recorded the stadium. I
Oh,
said,
yeah, yeah.
what did I say what did I caption it?
It was like something about
I
bandwagon.
wonder how many bandwagon fans.
fans there are, yeah,
They
yeah.
all got angry in the comment section. They all said, "We're not bandwagon fans. We're not this, and that." Fair enough. Maybe a few of them aren't, but majority are. And I feel like it's happening with the Dogs. It has happened with the Roosters, and I feel like it's justified to hate them, man. Or not hate them, but give them hate when they are leaving 30 minutes to go in a Bulldogs game, man. Like some of them don't even have jerseys, bro. Like talk about exposing yourself, being a September fan, being a bandwagon fan. Some of them say it on camera. There's a few interviews, few different creators making interviews saying, "Oh, who's your favorite Bulldogs player?" "Oh, I don't know the name."
Yeah.
They say it themselves. So like those are the fans always. Like, look, no matter what, it's great to have more fans. Yeah, I'm never complaining about having more fans, but don't disrespect the club and don't say you've been with us through thick and thin when you haven't. When you haven't been in those 66-0 games. Because let me tell you, bro, they wouldn't even last a second in that Knights game last year.
Exactly.
But they left 30 minutes to go in the second half when Bulldogs was facing the Manly.
But who was there all the way from the beginning to the end? From the
I'm not
Bulldogs? No, I'm
being
not
selfish.
saying-
I'm not saying
yeah.
we're the most.
No, I'm
we're
not
like,
saying us.
we're loyal, but we're not. I'm
Yeah.
not saying we're like the number one Bulldogs fan.
Yeah,
I'm just saying people like us,
Yeah.
bro, that have experienced it and wouldn't leave
Yeah.
with 30 minutes to go. That just tarnishes the club's name, bro. When your fans are, when you see fans on TV not there, not in their seats no more. When at the start of the games, every single seat was filled.
I'm turning you now. Go say something.
I was with you guys in the kennel, man, and behind the post, like in the corner, it was all full when the game started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 15 minutes to go, man, I looked, it was all empty.
Yeah.
It's bad, man.
Right,
It's,
and
it's
it's a bad look.
It pisses me off. Like, even I think there was like 25 minutes left or 20 minutes, and there's people outside playing the drums. Like we're losing, and they're still
Telling you,
partying.
bro, those-
it
those-
doesn't
showing
make,
off.
it doesn't
They're
make
kids.
sense.
They don't like legit. You go up, if you were to go up to them and see them banging the drums, I bet you half of them not even wearing the Doggies jersey.
And look-
It costs $60. Just fake it to make it, bro.
Yeah, like-
Just at least
Yeah.
fake it.
Parkley Market.
No, like honestly, like those fans that left 10 minutes in second half, trailing 16 points, they're the fake fans. They're the ones that come and support because no fan whatsoever leaves 10 minutes into second half when we're only by 16.
There was a comment I was reading. Look, he's probably is a very passionate fan and loves the dog, but he said, "I left because I can't see my team losing." But isn't that a part of sport? You're gonna be seeing your team losing. You have to be with them every single game when they're losing, when they're winning. I think that was the dumbest response I've ever heard.
Look. I'm gonna end it with
Because you're
this.
losing, you're not gonna be supporting
I'm
them.
gonna end it with this. I said it before. I'll say it again. the first people to party in Belmore are the first people to leave the stadium when we're losing.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
That's very true.
And
It's
even
upsetting.
we back in 2021 during lockdown, Dogs were getting smashed. I think it was 36-0 at first half.
The Melbourne.
Manly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
My whole family. I was at my grandparents' house, and they said, "Stop watching and stop watching." And I couldn't turn it off. I had
can't
to
stop.
watch the whole game,
Yeah.
even if we were getting
I'm the same
smashed.
too. Like, and look, even the games at 2021 as well. Like when we all had that big defeats from every team that you can name off, we still had to watch the game on television during the lockdown. Because
Yeah.
why? There's nothing to watch. Literally, all it is footy, bro. Because
Yeah.
we're all passionate footy fans. That's why.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. I reckon those fans, once we start losing again, the stand's going to be empty again. We know
Yeah.
that for sure. But yeah,
Too bad we're not going to be losing anytime soon.
we're going to be winning the Premiership.
On the winning side.
Come
But
to
anyways, sorry, Luke's here. Oh, sorry, guys. Anyways, let's talk about Tommy Turbo, man. There's been a lot of great fullbacks this year, but Tommy Turbo has been that standout. You can, you put him against Dylan Edwards, James Tedesco, Hammer, Ryan Pappenhausen. You know, he stands out in terms of those bunch, and it's almost as if he's turning to his 2021 self.
Yeah.
Has he been the best fullback
Look,
this year?
Dylan Edwards, I think he will get the fullback of the year. But if you look at statistic wise, I know Dylan Edwards has done more in the game, making a bigger impact. But those stats from Turbo, 17 tries, that's just incredible. And considering he hasn't been, he's had a few injuries during the season, and for him to get that sort of stats, he's just the support runs he makes. I don't think no other fullback is like him when there's support runs where a linebacker and he's always there immediately to get, contribute to the team and get that point on the board. So Turbo, I think Dylan Edwards will get it, but I think Turbo should be seriously considered.
Well, what's interesting, we look at Pappenhausen for a bit. He hasn't been the best, but he has been off form. Hasn't been the best. The electrifying Pappenhausen, we know. He's got 11 tries and 10 try assists, which is pretty good. And we've got to take into account that he has missed a few games this season. And yeah, he's on those stats, which is good. So Pappenhausen, we know he's got such a high roof to reach, and he hasn't been showing that, and I think because of the injuries he's been receiving. But Pappenhausen can be one of the best, but he hasn't this season. But personally for me, I'd either... Look, Dylan Edwards doesn't score a lot of tries, doesn't get a lot of assists, but he's a hard worker, and you can know he's a different type of fullback to your Tedescos and to your Tom Trbojevic.
He started the season strong, but
Yeah.
I think he's ended it not the strongest.
Look, it has to be Tedesco and Turbo up there as the fullback of the year so far.
What do you think, Luke?
I'm saying between Tedesco and the Hammer.
Okay,
What do you boys reckon?
Yeah, Hammer,
Yeah,
Hammer's,
Nine- good shout.
19 try assists,
Yeah.
12 tries, I'm pretty sure it's
yeah,
been.
Yeah.
Hammer's doing good.
I reckon Hammer's up there.
Plus
Tedesco's
State
had
of
his
Origin,
best-
he's killed it
Yeah.
as well.
And Tedesco's had his best year in a couple of years now for the Roosters.
I was gonna say I agree. I think Teddy over Turbo.
I think he shut all the haters up.
Yeah. 100% because everyone was criticising Teddy's game, saying
That's right.
doesn't deserve Origin anymore, let him play game 3 and ride him off into the sunset. But look, Barry, as you said, proved a lot of doubters wrong.
Tedesco needed a big season, especially last year. He wasn't the best. State of Origin, he didn't perform. So it was really a season for him to show everyone that his time's not up and he's got so much to offer still in the game. And yeah, it's between probably Turbo or Tedesco as fullback.
Yeah,
of the
it's
year.
Fullback of the year is it's gonna be a tough one. I don't know who they'll give it to. As I said, top 3 candidates probably Edwards, Tedesco, and Turbo. But yeah, man, that one could go either way because you've got your wingers of the year. Kiraz should get it. You got your
Center of the year as well.
center of the year. No, I'm talking about the confirmed ones. You know, number 7 could probably be Hughes or Sam Walker. You know, Sam Walker could get it. So there's some nailed ons, but the fullback one's going to be a tough one to decide.
Yeah, will be.
Yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting Dally M Award night.
Yeah,
I tell you,
can't
man, you don't even know who Dally M's going to be.
Yeah,
that's
I know,
gonna
it's
be
gonna
hard.
be tough.
But yeah, let's move on to podcast probe of the week. You know, every week we raise up a question on our podcast probe. Today's question is with the Rabbitohs and Roosters game this week, and we all know the hate they have for each other.
Yeah,
now,
that's good.
which rivalry is the biggest in the NRL? I know I said Roosters, Rabbitohs, but
Roosters South
we
by
got
far, man. By far.
okay.
It's
well,
more than just a game. We hate them. They hate us. They've been in the comp since 2002. We've been in the comp since 1908.
Yeah.
They reckon they've been in there since 1908, but they got kicked out. So
true.
Yeah.
Look, I think it is the biggest rivalry, Roosters Rabbitohs, because yes, we have a hatred with Para, Melbourne, Manly, but that's like on another level.
Yeah.
If I was to talk about a certain era, which one had the greatest rivalry, I think it's Melbourne and Manly. I think that period in 08 to 011.
I see you just said period.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna. I know that's the greatest, but I'm saying change it up. The greatest in era of rivalry was Melbourne and Manly. The fights they had back-to-back grand finals where they won 40-0 the year after they won 40-0.
2012, the final.
It was just incredible rivalry.
Yeah, you'd always.
That's up there as one of the greatest.
To be honest, you'd always look forward to that match,
Yeah.
Manly and Melbourne. Again, I would always think it's Bulldogs Eagles, but when Luke kept telling us about everything about the Rabbitohs, Roosters, and the fans, like I realized that that's on another level than Bulldogs and Eels.
Because we're hatred, but they're like, they want to kill each other.
Yeah.
That's where the
Let's not
level
use
is.
the kill word, but
So
yeah.
not in that
I'll
way.
use it. You'll see it Friday night for yourself.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So Luke, I'm guessing you're saying Roosters, Rabbitohs.
By far, man.
But I think,
By far.
to be honest, I think the Borough does it better.
Man, they call themselves the oldest, the loudest, and the proudest. What happened that night? We went to the Borough against Storm. Storm
fair
South game.
I feel like we should
Silent.
offline.
It was all
What
silent.
loudest was there? The
Nothing.
only chant I heard was when you boys started chanting Roosters because of shit. You can't hear it, man.
But on their best night, like as in when they're playing good footy, they show up.
Man, no chance, bro. No chance. Like I said, what they got to be proud of?
On their best day. So
I'll tell you something. We got their players are older than South have been in the comp. South have been in the comp for 22 years. Most of their players are older than that. How embarrassing, bro.
fair
They're
enough.
embarrassing of a fan base. I'm telling you now.
But what I'm trying to say, on their best footy, on their best day, when they're playing great
They
footy
got,
finals
they got
footy,
no teeth to even chant. How can they have a good fan base, bro?
what differentiates the Roosters fan base, the Chook Pen, and the Borough on their best day? Like, all right, the loudest, proudest, but like, how are they different, bro? Like, how do you
something that
show
you-
me the Chook Pen instead of the Borough?
Bro, you sat in it for yourself.
I said on their best day when they're playing good footy, because obviously, let's face it, when your team's not playing the
you're
best,
not
your
gonna
fans are
show
not
up.
showing up.
Man, our fans, we turn up, we chant all the way through. Lots of them
Fair enough. Oh, we saw it firsthand.
Is there something you can give to the Borough, like something positive, like about their fan base?
So say something good. Huddle.
Come on, they're last on the ladder. They
Enjoy
need-
Mad Monday. That's what I'm saying to you.
That's the
Enjoy
best.
Mad Monday.
Anthony, what about you?
Look,
Yeah, the
I
greatest
agree.
rivalry. What do you think?
I think Roosters South, man, it's got to be the biggest one.
What about change it up?
Change it
no,
up.
if he truly thinks
Like,
that, yeah.
I'm saying, what's another one you think?
Like, what comes up close?
Yeah.
Well,
what
I think Bulldogs Parramatta's the second one.
Like
I
what
think
era of footy? Like as Shabal said, the 2008, 2012, the Manly Melbourne. What era you reckon had a good?
Look, honestly, you all had good points. Like, I would say Roosters South is the first one there. The second one will be probably Manly and Melbourne.
Back in the days, your days.
Back in the days.
Back in the dinosaur age.
Dinosaur. We probably even born then.
But you were.
No, I was.
Roosters Bulldogs, I want to see more of a rivalry.
Yeah,
like
you know-
in the
you know
next
what's
couple of
you
years.
know-
I want to see that in the
You
future.
know what's
more.
one that doesn't get talked about enough is Dragons Roosters.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
that. Anzac Day every year.
That's a great rivalry, man.
It's always close. No matter who's where on the ladder, that game is always close.
Even
100%.
Bulldogs Rabbitohs Good Friday.
Yeah, Good
Yeah,
Friday, Bulldogs,
Bulldogs,
Rabbits.
Rabbitohs, we forgot
Bulldogs
about that.
Rabbitohs had a good rivalry from like 2012 to like
12,
14,
14, yeah.
15.
That was the
It
best
always a
2-3
big
years.
match. Bulldogs
Yeah.
Dragons. There's some big rivalries, and I think
Yeah.
every rivalry has had their moment in periods. But
Yeah.
Bulldogs Dragons, as says, we fell off. That rivalry's been
Yeah.
off. Even what's it called? Bulldogs Eels. It's still up there regardless.
It
of
is still there, yeah.
who's struggling. That's always up there.
It is. Even like from 2016 all the way till now, like Bulldogs, Rabbitohs as well, every year of the Easter, you know, like Good Friday,
Yeah.
the rivalry. It still never changes. You know, that sometimes Souths beat us, Bulldogs always beat South Sydney. But it's just, there's that rivalry there as well. So I think Bulldogs, Rabbitohs,
I
I would
reckon
say.
that rivalry's gotten bigger ever since that Good Friday clash where
Yeah.
the ref
2015.
Where
James
Jared
Graham.
Sutton, oh yeah, James Graham and David Clemmer there.
Yeah, ever since
Bro, I was pissed off. I was at the game.
you'd have lost
I
your
was so
shit.
pissed off.
imagine
I was so pissed
Oh,
off. man.
imagine that was a vlog.
on the Nokia.
Imagine on the vlog.
Bro, you know, after the game, like, you know, when the referees were going back into the sheds,
Yeah.
everyone was just
The
launching
water
bottles,
bottles, that's
bottles,
right.
beers, you name it.
Imagine the sight of that. Imagine
Yeah.
being there live. I wish I was there, man.
I was there. I was sitting behind the post. I'll never forget that. Me and my mates, after Good Friday Mass, we went straight to the game. Everyone was like causing dramas in the stadium, outside the stadium. Everyone was going ballistic. Like they said, we should have won that game, but the ref cost us the game.
Oh,
That's
look,
Yeah.
before we wrap it up, finals coming up, I want to ask you boys a question. Who will be in the 2024 grand final? 2 teams. Well, of course, 2 teams. But yeah, who will be in it?
See, I did think Roosters Dogs. I've been saying it. You know, I've been saying it.
that too.
But you just threw it out the window in one game. But I generally don't know.
And I
This
don't
is a hard one. It's
Sure,
very
I don't
hard.
think Panthers can. I don't know.
I don't think
Storm.
Penrith will
Hey,
suffer.
hey, you know,
No.
I had that gut feeling last night.
What is it?
Melbourne Bulldogs grand final.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to see a repeating.
You don't want to see it, but it will happen.
What do you mean repeating? We versed them in
No, I know.
2012,
Look, I know
yeah.
they won the minor premiership, Melbourne Storm. I know they played very good this year too. But if you're saying about the question, who's going to make grand final? I think Bulldogs. Look, you know what? You have to change it up a bit. I think if Newcastle can win a couple of games, no, I'm just saying. Look, wait, hold a minute.
He went
Hold
nuts.
a minute,
And
wait.
they haven't even made it.
No, I'm saying if they do win this week and they go in the finals, I'm being serious. I could see Bulldogs, Newcastle. grand final.
No way.
Surely that's a stitch up.
Wait,
Surely
hold
that's a
on,
stitch up,
wait,
bro.
wait.
Look,
He can't be right. He can't be
I'm
right.
crazy
if it's Bulldogs nights.
No, but it can't,
But now you're thinking
it
it.
can't happen
Right.
because we win, they win, we verse them, and one's going out.
It's a slim chance
You
that's
know
going to
what?
happen.
Sorry. My
No, that's it.
apologies.
It's out there. You can't change
No,
it.
my apologies.
Think before you speak.
I know.
At least say Bulldogs. Eels.
If you guys lose, to
Bulldogs
Cowboys,
Eels
then
this year.
Yeah.
Bulldogs No.
I reckon Bulldogs Tigers, Carlos.
No, Bulldogs.
Oh, you know what? Let's bring back Bulldogs Manly. I'll say Bulldogs Manly grand final.
Okay, that's it.
Bulldogs Manly makes sense.
What happens to Penrith? What happens to Storm? What happens?
I think Penrith will be.
I've always said, like you and Samuel, are Bulldogs Roosters, but I think it's going to be Bulldogs Melbourne.
Yeah, I think the
I think
same.
it's gonna be Dogs
We're gonna get a
Melbourne, yeah.
revenge.
We'll get
Those
our
dirty
revenge.
Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
If
It's
I
our
had to
revenge.
say I hate one club, it's the Melbourne Storm. Why? Cronk Smith and Slater era.
Eesh.
Okay,
I
Luke,
hate
you
that.
go.
Bad
I reckon
memories.
Storm Panthers, boys.
Yeah.
Even before our injuries on Sunday, like I'd like to see us in it, but I reckon Storm and Panthers.
But you know what? Like, as much, I know the Dogs are gonna make it and whatever. But how great would that be for Panthers? Say they make it with in the grand final against Storm. Repeat of 2020. We all know they lost in 2020.
this time.
They get their get back. That'd be a nice fairy tale ending.
Imagine
Because
4
let's face it, they're not going for 5.
Yeah, no way.
You know, but
Well, we thought well.
they're not going for 5. No,
I'm
that's
saying
it. They're
we
done.
think, like, of course we know Bulldogs are winning it.
Yeah.
But if they go 4-peat, everyone thought, nah, they're not doing 4-peat.
Yeah,
so
but-
they could do 5-peat.
But
Look,
they're not even going for 4, Pete. But anyways,
I'm gonna go Bulldogs and Roosters. I'll still stick with that. Bulldogs Roosters.
That'll be good.
I won't talk. I'll have to come on
20
the
years.
podcast. I'll have to come on the potty that
that'd
week.
be an easy grand
20
final. I'll tell you.
But it makes sense. 20 years since they last met. That'll
Makes sense.
Well,
The
yeah.
rivalry, the promo of all that. Ooh.
Well, yeah, that's a wrap up to the Touchline Podcast League Talk edition. Thank you again, Luke, for coming on.
Thanks, boys, for having me, and
Nah.
go the Roosters.
No, it was a pleasure, brother.
Before- Before we wrap it,
Bulldogs.
The Borough got nothing. Borough got nothing on
Sorry,
it.
boys, I ruined the up the dogs. But yeah, anyways, take it easy, guys. Have a good rest of your week. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you later.